So our next speaker, Alex Tsappis from Alltech Coppens, another global outfit. So thank you, Alex. Thank you.
So I'm going to change it around. I'm going to confuse you a little bit. Thank you again for the F3 team and the people that are in the background doing all the hard work. We appreciate it and getting everything together for all of us to enjoy this this week. That's very important. So I'm not going to talk about feeds. I'm not going to talk about how we make feeds and so forth. I'm going to talk about how we stay innovative and relevant to improve our industry in general. So we have what we call the Pierce Lyons Accelerator, and for those of you, let's see, let me get this straight, who haven't met Pierce Lyons, he was a spark of inspiration every single day. And every single day when we saw him in the office, he used to say, hey, don't get it right, just get it going. How are we going out there, how we are thinking in a more curious way to be able to make a difference in this industry that we're in. So he built a group of people, a team that think differently. And today, Alltech is in 129 countries with more than 6,000 employees. And we are considered to be one of the largest privately held health company globally. So Mark is a new generation owner, son of Pierce Lyons, and as we said, everything started for Alltech as a innovative entrepreneurial startup. So how do we get back to that startup mindset? And it's important that we do that, because as we grow and we fall in the trap of staying stagnant, then at some point we cease to exist. So what do we need to do to move forward? So one key insight that we're looking at in our industry is that we are the least digitized sector. So we have a long way to go in this area. So how do we attract more of these new ideas, new innovations that come, and not just in terms of ingredients, in terms of technologies, in terms of software, in terms of management systems that allow, we have a few farmers here, but allow the farmers to stay relevant to their consumers and their production and their operation as well. So the other thing that is key is that agriculture is picking up a lot of speed along the way, and especially when we talk about aquaculture. So how do we capture this momentum and then be able to become very, very innovative in our fields as well? So what we've done is we partnered up with Dogpatch Labs, which is based in Ireland, and I'll show you where we are based. But we bring a lot of new ideas and kind of build up the innovation kind of mainstream area. So the area that we operate, downtown Dublin, we have a lot of the big disruptors in that area as well. Airbnb, Google is there. So it's a lot of innovation area that we are located. So in the first year that we implemented the Pierce Lyons Accelerator, we were able to bring a lot of companies on a global scale, and we look at which ones are going to be in the top 10, and then from all those that we've seen, we were able to access a lot of the new markets and help those companies add about 60 million of qualified sales leads in their programs. So looking at those companies, and I'll focus mostly on the ones that were relevant to aqua, but that doesn't stop there. We have a crop science base. We have livestock management systems, but also you look at the ones that are e-fishery and endocycle and other companies that are dealing with mostly with the insect meal side. So the top 10, let's say, that have been selected in this area, we bring them to the one conference that we do every year in May. And I have some information on the tables, and I have some special discount codes for you guys that I would like to participate. But it's they present on the big stage for our conference. We bring close to 4,000 people in one location, and we discuss everything from business to aqua to livestock to health sciences. So everything is there, and the participants have a chance as well to meet with these companies and be able to invest if they need it, if they would like to, or participate in somehow with their dream and their innovation. So a couple of the companies that we started with and looked at, one of them was Endocycle, which was at that point a sustainable protein source from insect protein source. So today there is plenty of other players in this market, so that's good to see that this is picking up. The more we have, the more economic this option is going to be. The other one was still looking at alternative proteins, not from black soldier flies, but from grasshoppers. And their main focus initially was for human food, and then also at a later stage to look at the options for the animal industry. And then we had e-fishery, which was how do we, for their region that they looked at, how do we make it efficient, because the cost of feed is so high that we don't need to waste product going into the ponds and overfeeding fish that we don't take advantage of it. So they were part of that innovation, and they were presenting on the big stage to attract some more investment. So I'll leave you with this. When Pierce Lyons passed away, a lot of the skeptics on what's going to happen with Alltech were out there. I think he put a team together and a group of people that think and act exactly the same way that he did. And he always the last question that he was going through is like, okay, what's our legacy? And he's saying that, how do we make a difference? And that's why we continue the Pierce Lyons Accelerator, because we want to make a difference. And it's not about one entity, it's not about one person, it's about how do we get everybody together thinking in an innovative way and making a difference in our industry and partnering up with even competitors, even people that we've never had a chance to do before, and make the biggest difference in our industry and stay relevant. So with that, I'll thank you guys again. And here's let's see if I can get it up there. So anybody that is interested on the conference, there is a code on the bottom, so you guys can use that. But if you have any questions, I'm glad that I finished early, so get a chance for everybody else. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.